Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Not how it might be, straight from the heart. That's why they don't like me. The underdog, hey, the underdog, hey, the underdog, hey, the underdog, hey. Me crossing over, no, they ain't like me. Never bite my tongue, that's why they don't like me. The underdog, hey, the underdog, hey,
the cartel, nigga, meet your connect.
Nigga in, so they lock the door and take no for an answer, so I knock some more. Then I kick that bitch.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? What up, JC, baby?
Rick Jones, what's up, my baby? What's up, T?
T on that silence attack, man.
Yeah, I know he is, man.
Hey,
Flint after
James.
dark, man. What's going on, Rick?
Man, because I don't know how much you are aware of me, but I like to run long, and a lot of stuff been happening these last 6 months to where I have really neglected my duty of trying to bring justice for Shawnee Davis, and I'm finna take a break from hot topics and really concentrate on helping her. I'm waiting on something so I could do this show with Miss Shawana Burns, trying to bring some national attention, and, trying to right a whole bunch of wrongs, trying to make something good out of a terrible situation, because it's like, to be honest, it's like the city of Flint kind of let Shawnee down, and I'm a resident in the city of Flint, so I gotta put myself in that category too. But I just gotta put more energy towards that. But right now, man, we here to talk about Eric Mays being suspended illegally. And the proof came in the judgment from Tanya Burns that was released, whether that Friday or Thursday.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
One of the two.
It was Friday. I think it was Friday. Yeah. Yeah. It was Friday. Yeah. Do your thing, man.
No, we're not saying that this would have saved Eric or anything like that because of the terminal illness that supposedly took him out. It's a lot of questions I have behind that too, but until I have more people listening to the things I have to say, I'm gonna keep what I know to myself. But eventually, it's some things I'm only gonna be able to control myself about. I don't know how long. I'm surprised I ain't going in on people. I should have been going at people ever since February 24th, when that memorial was botched. But I haven't. But eventually I will. Because you know, it's hard. It's kind of hard for me to sleep.
Well, hold up, Rick. That memorial, he died. Eric passed, if I'm not mistaken, on February 24th. So I think the memorial
it was March the 24th.
Yeah, no problem. I just want to,
March the 20th. Well,
make sure
whenever we
right.
had that memorial to where Cynthia Johnson drove all the way down from Detroit, and everybody in Flint was acting all, and that hurt. Well, that's a good time to talk about it now, because.
But no, man, you're supposed to do the what if, man.
We're going to do the what if, but we're going to talk about that. But it's a lot of what ifs when it comes to Eric Mays, because was a lot of questionable actions.
Yeah, facts.
A lot of questionable people that were supposed to be his friends, representing him, all kinds of what if.
Yeah.
But this what if, we gonna stick to the subject of what if he was never suspended. And he should have never been suspended.
Neither
All the
nan time.
suspensions was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I think even in one of them that the judge even told him, even after he suspended him, that they wasn't right, which didn't
Mm-hmm.
make any sense, but it happened.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
Right.
But I just thank God that Tanya suspension was ruled illegal, and let's just hope that if Eric attorneys is still standing up for him, which I don't know, from what little bit of information I've been hearing about his son, I don't think they really are in conversation with his son right now.
Mm.
From what I've been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, when you reacting off a Facebook post, you never
Mm-hmm.
know what you're reacting off of.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
You know,
You're right.
when you're not having live conversations, sometimes, because I done this before. I done called people up. I done asked them about something that they posted.
Mm-hmm.
They told me the opposite about what they posted. Then I go
Mm-hmm.
back and see what they posted and found out they lied to me. So
Can I
you
say this to you,
know,
man? Can I say this to you real quick?
uh-huh.
And I know you knew Eric way better than probably anybody. Do you think Tanya judgment and Eric judgment is a difference to me? And I believe that Tanya got the right judgment, but I don't believe Eric would ever got the right judgment because of who Eric Mays was.
That's a fact.
you
You
know,
got to look at how many cases
and
have
that's no
came
good.
up
I'm
since
not
Eric got
no,
beat up and removed.
I'm not disrespecting Tanya or anything, but Eric was different. You know what I'm saying? People didn't like Eric. Let's just keep it a buck. So I think Tanya got the right just do, which was right, but Eric probably would have never got the. Eric was gonna always be wrong in everybody's eyes to the people that thought he was wrong. Nothing he did was right. So I think it was just a difference. I just don't want people to mix up like, oh, why Eric, why that didn't happen to Eric? Because Eric was fighting for the people. I'm not saying that Tanya ain't fighting for the people, no. I'm not saying that. But Eric was different. Eric was getting carried out of council meetings, arrested. You know, he been doing this for years.
Man, Eric
It's
was
a
getting
difference.
kicked out of council
Yeah.
meetings
And I'm
as
not
a
saying because
resident.
Tanya fight for people too. Don't get me wrong. But it's just a difference. It's just a difference. And I just feel like he would have never he could have he was never gonna get his fair shake, you know. I put it that way.
And it's sad to say he might not even got a fair shake in Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah. He couldn't
And
get a
then
fair shake. We seen that, yeah.
and if you give them an excuse, as you can see what happened at that last court case, they're gonna take full advantage of it.
Get down, get down.
If you come up in them court rules half slipping, they're gonna show up take advantage of it. But you can look at the fact
You're
that
right.
his case where he got jumped at rules never went in front of a judge, and
Mm-hmm.
so many things has happened since then that have been in front of a judge.
Right.
So you can look at that and kind of see what time it was.
Mm-hmm.
Even
You're right.
even you can look at the ethics and accountability.
Mm-hmm.
When Eric and them have something smart to say or something that they have an issue about, it ain't in
Mm-hmm.
front of them. But
Right.
every time the council or somebody complain about Eric Mays, they got to come up in front of the Ethics and Accountability Board.
Oh, well, this what if, but they some jokes. I don't even know they purpose, man. Like, really, they supposed to hold people accountable, and they try to take their own members off the board, but it's people that done took money, took gifts, that stood up on residents, that stood up on their colleagues. That ain't getting no attention. But once one of the people on the board hold up a sign or, be in a council meeting as a resident, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing, oh, that's wrong. They shouldn't do that. They're on a board. They some clowns, man. I'll say this. They some clowns. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say no names, but it's some clowns on that
I'm gonna give
board, man.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Miss Billy Dassler.
Yeah, that's about it. I ain't gonna
She
lie,
gonna
that's about it.
be one of us if they have their way.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely about to try it, but with this ruling that just came out for Tanya, you know what I'm saying? I think that showed that it's wrong for them to take people off a board.
But you got to remember, the same way that Kate Fields was reinstated was the same stuff that
Hmm.
Eric Page presented, and he still was suspended. So it
You're right.
is definitely two sets of rules. And I have often said that just because somebody is found innocent don't mean they're innocent. And just because somebody is found guilty don't mean they're guilty. But
That's true.
in the Tanya Burns situation, they got it right.
Yeah,
They
they
got it
got it
right.
right. They got it right. Well, like you've been saying, Eric been saying that. Oh, you done got up there a couple times and said it, if I'm not mistaken. You can't take people out they seat. Only the governor and the people that elected him or stay in his particular ward can do that by a
And
recall.
then
And that take
what makes it
petitions.
sad about Eric May's suspension is the few times, I don't know if you was engaged in or not,
Hmm.
but this ain't the first council that went through this with Eric. Eric council he
Oh,
been on
talk
semi
about talk about that
had
2020
something like
council.
this.
Talk about that
But
2020 council from when they're like what I can remember is the first suspension he got right
and
before
that was
COVID.
with
It was March 9th, 2020. Talk about that. You was there. You was there because you publicly spoke.
we had was that when Johnny Billings went up there and told them y'all can suspend them if y'all want to. We ain't gonna
If
do it.
I'm
We're
not
gonna
mistaken,
right
if
back
I'm
in.
not mistaken, yes, you're right. And you got up there
When
and told them something too. Told them about, yeah,
when you
y'all.
have all of those first work, because see, when I speak for Eric, it don't count because I don't live in the first ward. They look at the homie, uncle, and all the other stuff.
Right,
So there
right.
you know. But when you have that many relatives from the first ward telling you not to suspend their council
Suspending it.
person,
Mm-hmm.
you're not supposed to suspend
Just
their
suspending the
council person.
council. Mm-hmm. And I mean,
You
with
are
mhm.
elected to serve the people,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
not yourself. Even though
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't gonna lie, Eric delivery did rub you the wrong way. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all were blessed because
Yeah.
Eric could have sat in that chair and panned on y'all and really had the whole nation laughing at y'all.
Talk to him,
Y'all
Rick.
lucky he took that approach because Eric can pan. Eric
Talk to
can
him, Rick.
really pan.
You know.
Eric and look, and Eric can pan and get up under your skin. Eric can cuss you out and get up under your skin. And Eric can just talk like a scholar and get up under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
Eric can get when it comes to getting up under your skin, Eric could work his way up under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just lucky that I was always trying to do the right thing, and I always wanted what was best for the people. So, so our little fallouts was because of me trying to do something to where Eric didn't have to do it, or me trying to represent because Eric wasn't around. That's what our little fallouts was. But as far as the real negativity, the lying, the stuff. No, if I knew it was wrong, I wasn't finna, man. I'm not finna go against no. I'm not finna sell nobody out for something wrong.
Right.
I'm not. And it was time that he had fallen out with people that I was like, man, come on, Eric.
Right.
But I was never like, Eric, you wrong. They right. Nah, it was like, come on, man. Y'all need to, just do what's best for the city. Y'all iron that out. That's all I was. But as far as it was like about something political, man, I was always with Eric. And maybe that's the reason why I'm by myself now. Because if you listen to people, all of them talk about how they had fallen out with Eric.
Yeah.
All of them they all say, well, but every time you say, well, I was like, Eric, hell, fuck him. It just, sometimes it was like really like me and Eric, because anybody that called him that would be in the middle was like, Eric, don't like when he was running for mayor. They didn't want him to run for mayor.
Talk about it.
They didn't want him to run. And then the proof that they didn't want him to run for mayor, think about it. They took his presidency from him while he was running for mayor.
Talk about it. And this all ties in with the what if to the suspensions, because it just shows like it was just so many people against Eric. But talk about it, man.
They always, then you gotta remember them 770 sheets of paper. The reason why nobody really got their rules fixed, it was Eric's idea. Eric was running for mayor. We can't let Eric, because y'all gotta remember, when I was talking about zero balance in the water, when he came up with those 700 with those applications, they hadn't spent none of the money. The money was there to be spent the right way. And during those times, I have often said, and I'm still saying it now, because they're starting to build up like the Harper funds been illegally spent. The Harper funds have not been illegally spent. It's just the north side of Flint, which was not included in the spending.
Right.
And let's just make that clear. They did not illegal. If they go
just say it like this: if you don't have a 501c3 and ain't cool with some of them certain council members or the mayor, you ain't getting no ARPA money. Because a lot of people on the north side got some ARPA money.
And when the reason why I feel that it should have been simplified as far as helping the people and stuff is because when you have a nonprofit, the nonprofit is the same thing as a for-profit. And what I mean by that, you have a payroll. So you gotta pay somebody to collect the information that Eric can collect it for free. That's just like we just dealing with those 700 people that Eric had.
All right.
And you gotta pay somebody to go through and say who count and who don't count. Now, what I liked about Eric's way was resident of Flint would need. They was, you gotta have this page, you gotta have that page, you gotta have this,
Mhm.
you gotta have that, to the point to where the person that really need the assistance don't qualify.
Right. But
So
hey, look, let's slide back to the remember you was there in 2020, man, when he first got suspended. I'm gonna say who voted, and there's no disrespect to nobody. The vote was, if I'm not mistaken, because Eric had got put out. It was 7 yes, 1 no. The yeses were Second Ward Councilman Maurice Davis, Third Ward Councilman Santino. I don't know how to say his last name. Fourth Ward
hey,
Councilwoman Kate Fields. Fifth Ward Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter.
yep,
Herbert Winfrey voted no. Sixth Ward Council, former Sixth Ward Council. Seventh Ward Councilwoman Monica Galloway voted yes. Eighth Ward Councilman Alan Griggs voted yes. And Ninth Ward Councilwoman Eva Worthing voted yes. So that just set the stage to everything what's going on now. So they, the
and
stuff they're
those
doing.
people, and they actually try to do it the right way. In the northern portions of the first war spoke. They
Yeah.
spoke.
Mhm.
They did not want Eric removed, and
Yeah.
they removed him anyway.
Yeah. 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 And I just feel like they doing that disenfranchised the whole community. Really disenfranchised the whole North Side. 'Cause Eric spoke for the North Side to me. He spoke for Flint, but particularly the North Side. And you doing that over, you had kicked him out the meeting. I just feel like that was punishment enough. You got kicked out the meeting. He went off. But for those 7 at the time to suspend him, it said what we got going now. They feel like they could do whatever they want. And it's
Facts.
wrong.
Facts.
And I'm not disrespecting nobody, you know what I'm saying? But I
It's
feel
the
like,
truth, though.
they opened the
They open
floodgate.
up the floodgates.
They opened up the floodgates. You know,
They open up the
they
floodgates.
opened up the floodgates, So they opened up the floodgates, man. And, you know, this is where we at.
And we just gotta stop making these mistakes in the future. We got a chance to change that council. We need to change that council for the better. We
Hmm.
need to, James, you gotta remember when our city was doing good, we had a packed city council attacking Eric Mays and the Weaver administration.
Hmm.
Why we can't have a packed council now under all of this duress?
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, we had a
like,
$22 million surplus, and people was running around here lying and attacking people. And now we just laying down, getting rolled over. That 22 million surplus is gone, and I really can wait and see what kind of budget is coming for us tomorrow. I really can wait. I'm not in no hurry. I'm not in no hurry.
hmm
I'm not in no hurry at all. And let me
right.
explain to y'all the reason why I'm not in no hurry.
Hmm.
And I often said this too. It's another reason why my voice wasn't heard a lot these last couple of
Hmm.
years.
Hmm.
The difference between Karen Weaver administration
Hmm.
and the Sheldon Neely administration is Eric Mays. Was Eric Mays. And what I mean by that is with the Weaver administration, Eric was allowed to make some amendments to that budget. Because trust me,
Okay.
Her budget was not to be bragged about originally. Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. The same problems that Sheldon Neely had, Karen Weaver had when it comes to that guy from Lansing making your budget.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. But the difference of it is one of them allowed Eric to work with him,
And one
and
of them did.
one of them didn't. That's all.
Oh, so hey, I got a quick question. I'm new to this. So once the council approved the budget gotta get approved by the state too.
No,
Okay. Okay.
no. Once
Okay.
but the CFO,
Okay.
you got to check what is the CFO. For some reason, is always the Republican. I don't even know what this guy is, but I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee he's a Republican from Lansing.
Yeah. 'Cause I think they say he's from Alma or something. I know that's north of Lansing. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They are.
So it's not
If look, if they live in Detroit, when they signed on to be our CFO, they were stationed in Lansing.
okay. Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is a Republican connection from Lansing
Mm-hmm.
that and if I'm wrong with this one, but I'm positive I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
And then like if he bring a budget up and he get 5 votes, it's over with.
Right.
If he don't get 5 votes and he push it anyway, then they need 6 votes to overturn him. Which whatever is put forward is going forward. That's how I look at it.
Right. Hey, look, I want to let's talk about the next suspension. And I think that was July 31st, 2023. When we're gonna go through the roll call. Second Ward Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, my bad, voted yes. Third Ward Councilman Quincy Murphy voted yes. Fourth Ward Councilwoman Judy Priestley voted yes. Fifth Ward Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter voted no. Sixth Ward Councilwoman Tanya Burns voted no. Seventh Ward appointed Councilwoman Candace Machette abstained. Abstained. She abstained.
That was her first
Eighth
time
Ward,
voting.
yeah, she could. Eighth Ward Councilman Dennis Pfeiffer voted yes. Ninth Ward Councilwoman Eva Worthy voted yes. And that's what I mean. It continues. You know, Eric had a voice. Eric was holding people accountable, and people couldn't handle that. People couldn't handle that. They couldn't. I don't know if it was their lack of involvement with the people. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't handle that Eric had a voice for the people. And Eric died known worldwide. Eric had a voice for the people, and that intimidated a lot of them. A lot of them.
They didn't know how to take advantage of
Yeah.
like real talk. I would have loved to be on city council with Eric.
Right. That would have been hilarious.
It feels so good to be able to say we going to McDonald's. And you got somebody say, we going to McDonald's, we ordering all Big Macs, Rich gonna want extra sauce on his. I'm ordering Sprite, he ordering a root beer. Everything better be fresh. It felt good to have somebody it felt good to be able to call somebody and say, how much do it cost to stabilize the water flood?
Mm.
Y'all don't know. It felt good. It felt good. It felt good to say, Eric, this person, because I would only call like with like what you do now. I only call with other people needs. I never call with my needs.
Right.
What Eric do, like Eric, one time my grass needed cut and my lawnmower broke, and Eric came over my house and Land Bank was up the street cutting. Eric said, "Hey man, y'all come down here and cut my man's grass."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's power. And people hated that.
Eric used to do, but I used to call Eric like, "Hey Eric, this person got this problem. Call this number." And
Yep.
then
He
if they
put you
don't
out
get
on the
no results
phone.
that you want, call me back.
Yep.
And
He
I
put
would
you
be in
out on
the
the
car with
phone.
Eric and somebody from the second ward to call him.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll talk to him like he ain't gonna help him. And then he'll help him. He'll say something like, "Have you tried to contact your councilman?" What did he say? "I'm not your councilman." I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Damn, Eric, they about to hang up on you." And then Eric say, "Hold on." And then he made a three-way call and help him out. I was like, "Hey, I didn't know you was gonna help him the way you was
Right.
talking to him," but that was
Right.
Eric.
Right.
But
He's a good
he
dude,
was.
man.
I remember when we was in the ombudsman office, and they said that they wanted to do everything possible to help the ombudsman, but the previous administration shredded all the resolutions.
Oh man,
And,
I know he
and
lost his
Eric
shit.
say,
I
"I
know
know
he
I
lost
really
his
shouldn't
shit.
be helping y'all when I know y'all gonna be investigating me and all that and this and that," but he still helped the ombudsman office.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta remember the ombudsman is there to check people like Eric. That's
Mm-hmm.
their job to hold government officials elected in the city of Florence, the police department.
Mm-hmm.
The Von Dries Davis case should have been in front of the Ethics and Accountability.
Right. The Metro Boys
The
too.
Mr. Boys situation should have been in front of Ethics and Accountability. But none of those never reached. Never even brought up.
Wow. But they want to talk about removing a member off the board. That's what's most important now, man. That's what's important to all these boards, council and ethics and accountability. Removing the people in the audience or removing their members when they don't go along with what they got going on.
Yeah,
That's what's the most important thing. Like tomorrow, they got a resolution to send everybody to the back that's videotaping. We are 10 years in a water crisis. Water is still horrible. And you want to stop people from recording? Being up close and recording y'all? What
Well,
is we doing? Y'all some clowns, man. Y'all
they
some clowns.
they taking it
Whoever
in the
vote for
wrong
that
way.
tomorrow is a fucking goof motherfucker. Goofball, whatever. They some goofy motherfuckers.
It's gonna be a tough election.
And it's election season. And I know two of the motherfuckers that's trying to get elected probably gonna vote yes. Probably gonna vote yes. And I know one motherfucker they out getting signatures on now gonna vote yes. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, man. But y'all don't care because y'all think, like you said, people ain't involved. So they like, motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers ain't gonna come down, gonna sign no petition on me or vote. We gotta prove them wrong. We gotta prove them wrong. We gotta come out, get to them motherfucking polls. Yeah, get to them motherfucking polls on August the 6th and let your voice be heard. I ain't telling the motherfucker who to vote for, but let your voice be heard. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on around this motherfucker and what's not getting did. August 6th, let your voice be heard. I guarantee you, if you paying attention right, you gonna make the right choice and you about to fuck up some motherfuckers' plans.
Trust me.
But it takes you. takes you for real. It takes you.
We just gotta get more people involved in voting. I think you got your contempt because they are in office.
Mm-hmm.
And then the problem of it is these ones that's gonna be running around talking about splitting the vote.
Oh yeah, that's a big topic in one ward. I know, splitting the votes, splitting the votes. Cause I know it's one ward got like
Now,
6
I ain't
candidates.
gonna lie, man. This is the other God truth. This is the reason why. It's a lot of reasons why that can happen since this incident.
Mm-hmm.
But this incident came up. The guy that they wanted, real talk, the guy that they wanted to run up against the incumbent. The only reason why they wanted him there was because they could be in the same situation that they was in with the incumbent. It's just this time it's a different ear. It's a different voice in the ear.
Hold on, what you talking about?
It was an election. It was
A previous election.
It was election before I met you.
Okay.
It's a
You
message before I
see
met
you
you.
tap. See man, come on man, put the music on this
I
nigga.
gotta
Put
tap
the
dance.
music on this nigga, man.
I
This nigga
gotta
tap
tap
dancing.
dance.
This nigga tap dancing, man.
I'm going to tap
This
dance
nigga
because
tap
I'm not
dancing,
gonna say
man.
no name. But eventually I will say a name this was just that one.
And no, for real though. Go back to what you were saying,
Now
man.
to
Go
do
back
the
to what you
play
were
that,
saying.
let me tap dance. In that election,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, the least prepared was the guy that they wanted to run for office. The least prepared. I mean, this guy will go on interviews, and the interview will ask the question and answer.
This election in Flint, man.
This was a Flint election.
A council election.
It was 9 people running for this seat.
So
Plus the incumbent.
you talking about a mayoral run.
They were trying to get 8 people to drop off and bag this dude that had to go on interviews, and the interviewer was asking a question and answering.
So you talking about a mayoral run. Okay. I think I know
No, it
what you're
was not
talking
a
about.
mayoral run.
Oh, it
Our
wasn't.
mayoral races, the only problem with them was the mistreatment of Eric Mays.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as this race, no, it wasn't a mayor race. But it was nine people, and they wanted everybody to drop out and bag one. And the person that they was going for,
Oh,
the
nigga, I know
interviewer
what
was
you talking
asking
about.
questions and answering.
I think I know what you talking about.
And these are the same people that
I know what you talking about.
these are the same people that they done a whole lot of things wrong. And I'm coming out on them, but I'm gonna wait, because if I come out on them, people gonna say I'm crazy.
Oh hell no, I'm
I'm
laughing about
hating.
that.
I'm delirious. I'm this.
Because I know what you're talking about. I think man, you just talked about this earlier, bro. My man, yeah, I know what you talking about, man. Because I brought up that name and you said what you said. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Wheel about and turn about and do just so. Every time I wheel about, I jump Jim Crow. Wheel about and turn about and do just so. Every time I wheel about, I jump Jim Crow. Wheel about and turn about and do just so. Every time I wheel about, I jump Jim Crow.
That's funny as shit. But yeah, continue, bro. My bad, man.
Now you good, man. But yeah,
That's
man,
funny, dog.
it's just, and I just hope that the people wake up and see the alternative motives behind these people and these phone calls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold up. Yeah, vote Michael Clark for 70th State District. I think that's what it is. 70th State
Who put
District,
that up
August
there?
6th. T just put it up there, and I seen Clark comment too. Salute Mike Clark, man. We about to bring Flint back. Well, he about to bring Flint back because he got to, you know what I'm saying, go to Lansing and do his thing. So, you know.
So yeah, we just gotta get the uninvolved involved. That's
Make
it.
sure you vote.
We get the uninvolved. Cause see, I'm gonna tell y'all who Eric really got along with. He really got along with these people that the election be in January and they be in February. Like, when is the election? How's he going?
Man, stop it, man. You and these
No,
stories,
that's
man.
honest to God truth, man. Man, we locked on like real talk. The people that really love me and Eric,
Mm,
they ain't accountable, bro.
you got a fan right here, man. They say we
Man,
love. Look at the comments, nigga. They like we love Mr. Rich.
who said
In the
that?
honorable, the Bada 100.
Oh yeah, that's my sunshine right there.
Okay, Mr. Mays, the real mayor of Flint. Okay, the
And
Bada.
I bet one of nobody
Whoa.
that started spreading them lies about me a couple months ago, they ain't gonna jump on there talking about we love Rich.
Oh,
They probably like,
yeah.
what bunch of lies we gonna come up with next to destroy?
But hey, though, I don't want to drift off because I already know you. I don't want to drift off. Let's
I
talk
don't
about
blame
this.
you.
Let's talk about this last in the final suspension for the great Councilman Eric Mays. December 20th, 2023.
I have
December
nothing good
20th,
to say.
December 20th, 2023, man. I was there. I was there.
That
That
was
shit was
when
horrible,
Michigan
man.
won the Rose Bowl, wasn't it?
No.
No, it's right before they
That
won
was
the
his
Rose Bowl,
last.
right?
That was it. Yeah, that was his. That January 8th meeting. That was his last meeting. He was suspended, but he had public spoke.
Yep.
But I'm talking about from when he was in his elected seat that the people of the first ward elected him to for 3 terms.
And they spoke up against that suspension.
Yeah,
They ignored the residents.
yeah, yeah. But let's talk. Let's talk about it, man. I think that vote. I know they had, the police that came and Eric left, and you know what I'm saying. That
Hey,
vote
hey,
was.
who is Johnny Billings, man? Who was that dude?
Oh
He a
yeah,
free
He
salute
throw.
Johnny
was
Bennett.
he was Eric's best friend basically.
Yeah, he a first ward
He
candidate
was
too,
the
man.
first
Hey,
one.
John, he on here. Hey, John Billings,
Yeah,
I'm for hire, baby. I'm for hire. Get with me.
yeah.
Go ahead, y'all.
Do your thing, man. Yeah, he a
And he
first ward
always, and
candidate,
I'm gonna say one thing about Johnny too. He always stood with Eric too.
and he be at the council meetings
Yeah,
faithfully.
he ain't never, when all of these people be talking about they had they fallen in and all that, Johnny never stood against Eric with none of them.
Hmm.
Hey, Rich, you know how to get in contact with John
Real
Billings?
friend, real friend.
Yeah, I know how to get in contact with him.
All right.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, y'all gonna have to set up something, man. He's a real friend, man.
I was
He's a
helping him get
real
on the
friend.
ballot till I got sick.
Well,
Man, he was the beginning of my, man, I got walking pneumonia helping him.
damn.
I still got a
People
little
don't
bit, but
realize, man.
I
Let's
settled
talk
back.
about that real quick,
I
Rich. Talk
settled back.
about that. Talk about that real quick, Rich. That door to door. It's easy to stand at a store. It's easy to stand there in front of City Hall. It's easy to you know. But going door to door,
That's a
going door
different.
to door,
That's a
bro.
different type of
That's a
animal.
different grind. That's a different grind, man. That's a real grind. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes I be walking up on motherfuckers like, man, fuck this motherfucker, man. But you got, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. I gotta do
Man,
it. I gotta do it for the city. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tuck it up. But sometimes I be looking at motherfuckers like, and them be the ones I get the signature from. The motherfuckers I think won't sign, bro. I walk up on the motherfucker, they looking mean and they like, yeah, man, give me that motherfucker, man. I'll sign it.
the problem I have, if I can get them to sign the clipboard, no problem, but I can't get them to the polls.
That's the thing. Getting the
I
motherfucker
have
to the
people like,
polls.
I ain't into politics, but I agree with you. Oh, give me all kinds of, and you know what I be telling them? I be like, man, I just wish 100 of y'all that felt the way you do, would y'all would just get together and get y'all a pack, form a pack.
Yeah.
And start putting y'all voices and start moving people. And I will go to y'all meetings. Like right now, I don't really be involved in too
We
many
don't
Zoom
have
meetings.
enough means, man. We don't got enough means out here, man. We gotta do. We need to meet up, man. We
We
gonna have
need
to
some
link.
real meetings.
Yeah,
We
man. We
don't
need
need
some
no
meetings,
meetings.
man. We don't need. And I'm not talking about no meetings at no churches. I ain't gonna say I want to say motherfucking churches, but at no churches is where motherfuckers can get it off their motherfucking chest, how they feel, talk they shit, be legit about it, be real. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold nothing back. And I don't want to hear no prayers before the meeting and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like we got real shit going on here, man.
We
And
need the kind of meetings.
we need people to stand up and talk, man. For real. Cause we ain't having shit here, man. We go to all you hear is people go down there, good evening, council. I don't want to hear that shit. Them motherfuckers ain't listening.
They sure ain't
I
listening
don't
to me.
public speak, bro. I don't public speak because I get up there and cuss all them motherfuckers out. I don't public speak, bro. I ain't public speak since I've been going to council, bro. It's a waste of time to me. Them motherfuckers ain't listening. They're not listening. Grab you a clipboard, and do your thing. Get on your grind. Them motherfuckers ain't listening. I'm getting
Talk,
tired of
But
you
talk your,
motherfuckers going up.
talk,
Uh,
talk your shit, JC.
yeah, I'm
but
getting
what
tired of you motherfuckers going up there week after week talking about some good evening council. Can we do this? Can we? They're not listening to y'all, man. They don't want to listen to y'all. Y'all are
but
nothing to them,
it
and
comes
I am
back to
too.
it
I
comes
feel
back to
that way.
bottom in the butt. It comes back to bottom in the butt in the long run. But the sad part about it, when it bottom in the butt, hell, now you talking about hurting the next generation of kids.
Facts. Facts.
That's the only sad part. I mean, that's what's going on now. We
Mm-hmm.
gotta stop following crybabies.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stop following crybabies. And what I mean by crybabies, let's take the water pot for us, since everybody wanna bring in a conversation and make me talk about the water pot. Let's talk about the water pot.
Mm-hmm.
Before the water pots were taken up,
Mm-hmm.
the state knew they was finna disappear. The city knew they was finna disappear. And the federal government knew they was finna disappear.
Mm-hmm.
The activists, including myself, all activists, none of them can say they were dumbfounded when the pods dried up, because the whole city knew it was coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Why ain't nobody have a plan B?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the excuse of how much it was gonna cost to keep them going became an issue?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that. Y'all should have thought about that before y'all poison us. That's how I feel. But
Mm-hmm.
why we can have an uprising of people? And then let's talk about this. Why, when Melissa Mays talked about y'all go and get some help out there for the people that y'all ain't going to get, why was Quincy able to say, you the reason why we don't have water pods? And the conversation went to Melissa Mays is the reason why we don't have the water pods, instead of, hell, we need to do something to get these people over here so they can get this money to help us.
Quincy need to save some people houses, man. Quit worrying about the wrong shit, motherfucker.
Definitely. He need to rechange his train of thoughts. Right now, he's not thinking like that. Man, did you hear what he said? He told the people, y'all should have paid y'all water bill and all of this junk. And I guarantee the third ward, what they say, it was 9,000 people. I guarantee the third ward got over 1,000 residents to lose their houses because of water.
I guarantee you they got more than that. I guarantee you the first, third, and fourth wards got the majority
the
of.
whole 9,000.
That's probably the whole 9,000.
Well, you gonna have some in the fifth and sixth too.
It's probably not that, not like it is. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. But hey, let's get back on that. Let me announce that vote, man.
Yeah. Well, who voted for that last suspension?
Okay, that last suspension was Second Ward Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, Third Ward Councilman Quincy Murphy, Fourth Ward Councilwoman Judith Priestley, Fifth Ward. Okay, them all three of them voted yes. My bad. Fifth Ward Councilwoman Jerry Winfrey Carter voted no. Sixth Ward Councilwoman Tanya Burns voted no. Seventh Ward appointed Councilwoman Candace Machette voted yes. Eighth Ward Councilman Dennis Pfeiffer, I think he abstained. And Ninth Ward Councilwoman voted yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was the beginning where Dennis was trying to turn back.
No, because if you don't remember, Dennis was saying put me on it too. And I think if I don't recall, I think Jerry said the same thing. They said suspend me too. Suspend me for 90 days. Because it was getting out of hand, man. 90 days? 90 days? You know what that did to Eric, man? You know what that did to Eric, man?
Yeah.
Not being up there, not being able to go up there and represent his people. Represent
I heard
his people.
Supposed to be when they were supposed to have 6 people to vote him off, and they only voted him off with 5 or something.
That's neither here or there. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know too much about that, but they shouldn't be suspending people, man. That need to stop. What's up, State Rep?
What's up, y'all?
What up,
going
Mike?
on, big bro?
What's going on? How y'all doing, man? I was listening. I was listening in, and I was like, man, now let me see if I can jump on in there real quick. What y'all talking about, man?
Yeah, y'all gotta start sending us links.
Do your thing.
No, I'm just playing.
Talking about these suspensions, man, and they going too far with them, and I don't believe it's over. You know what I'm saying? I believe they gonna find a way to try again. You know what I'm saying? So it's just getting out of hand, man. They need to be focusing on better stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think a lot of the elected officials, not all, but a lot, good majority of them, they focus is on the wrong thing in any way. Like they focus is on what the people are, the reaction, and not the problem. You know what I mean? If they focus more on what the problem really was, then it wouldn't be an outroar like it is. The people wouldn't, they would still be doing their thing. But the people are starting to recognize that they starting to pay out more and receive less services from, you know, from the city and from the state, and people are starting to get tired of that. So I think if the elected officials would focus more on what the base of the problem is and not the outrage of the people, you know, the reaction of the people, then we would have a lot more issues resolved.
Yeah,
In my
facts.
opinion. In
Mike,
my
let me
opinion.
ask
Facts.
Mike, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Why, when we was turning our city around, was city council full of hackers? And now we going through all this madness, we can't get 30 people to attend.
Well, I think that, you know, I think people get tired real quick. You know what I mean? Especially when their
Facts.
voices not getting heard. They're not getting what they want. I think, you know, and that's natural for somebody to, you know, when you steady screaming about something and your screams are not being heard, you know, people gonna be like, man, I'm tired of going down there. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you see the people, they gonna get what they want to get, and they say that I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get anyway. You know what I mean? Regardless of the democratic, I mean, you know, the democratic situation of voting on stuff, they gonna get what they gonna get anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, the process is not the process here in Flint. The process is who you can connect it to.
Man,
Facts.
I really wish I could bring my cousin Sakita Nolan back here, because in 1967, them people, the citizens, and then a lot of our supposed to be leaders was born in too, but they were young like us, maybe even younger.
Mm-hmm.
But those set of people, they wouldn't be buying what's going on. I mean, what I'm saying, Mike, is
Facts.
Karen Weaver was in the middle of getting us a $22 million surplus in our general
Mm-hmm.
fund, and we had a council room full of people hacking her. She got recalled.
Mm-hmm.
But yet we got this administration that done messed that 22 million up. They done messed up this Harper funds, and we can't constantly get 20 people to show up at city council.
I mean, in my opinion, you got to state what's real, and you got to state that a lot of different, you know, people lied on Dr. Weaver. There was a lot of different people that put out a false narrative on Dr. Weaver that a lot of people ran with, and you just gotta that's just the fact of the matter. It's no sense in, you know, pussyfooting around it. Um, Now, was the Weaver administration 100% on the up and up? You know, that's to be remain, you know, proven the otherwise. But I think that, you know, 9.9% out of 10, the city of Flint was in a better situation under the Weaver administration as to, you know, related versus where we are now. You know, and that's just my honest opinion. I can't be no
With a packed city council chamber, bitch.
right. So I mean,
So
you know,
so really,
it is what it is. You know,
so
like
really, we had more people back then that didn't want our city to turn around than we have right now. Than we want our city to turn around.
not
Because that's what it
necessarily.
looked like.
No, I just think that the people have been, you know, the people's views have been, you know, distorted. You know, or you know, the leadership has been given, you know, giving out so much false information. You know what I mean? And it's gotten away with so much. It's like the it's like Lady Law done put her whole blindfold down over what's going on in the city, you know, except
Facts.
for the citizens. You know what I'm saying? Like the citizens is getting caught doing everything, you know what I'm saying? From minor infractions, driving. They even came out, you know, Sergeant Booth came out and said that they was gonna be on people, pulling people over more this summer. You know what I mean? Like what else can we take? Like y'all taxing us, our water bill high. Now y'all gonna start pulling us over for frivolous stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
like I just don't see where the people of Flint are going to get a break unless somebody jump out there and say something to the powers that be, because the people that we got right now, they just going along with the get along.
Right. I just feel like, man, we just worried about the wrong thing. It's gonna show you tomorrow when that resolution get passed for the tripod.
Yeah, because that should have been a
We just
conversation.
we just worried about the wrong thing. Why ain't no resolution on there to try to go lobby for some money, man? You know what I'm saying? Hire somebody to lobby to get our pipes fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they worried about a tripod. It's just gonna show tomorrow. We worried about the wrong thing. Well, they are.
And that's what I mean. Like, there's so many different things that our attention could be, paid attention. Like they could be paid attention to, but they more worried about the reaction of the audience, and
Right.
the audience would not be reacting like they are if they weren't out of pocket, putting people out for no reason and frivolous reasons, and clapping and saying the Pledge of Allegiance for too loud, and recording, and catching them playing video games when they're supposed to be, or on Facebook when they're supposed to be, like that's and this is just my opinion. It's just a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never go to a school board meeting, and I'm just on the school board, but and that's any one of us. You ain't never gonna catch it. Well, I can't say that, but you'll never catch me at a school board meeting on my phone when the public is addressing us.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
it's not easy to get up and speak in front of the public. I know that because I still fumble with it from time to time. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy
Mm-hmm.
to come down there and address people that's sitting on a board that's elevated to where you at and looking down upon you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not easy. So the least you could do is look at them and respect what they coming down there addressing you, about. Like, that's at the least that you could do. You know what I mean? Like, and for people to be, on Facebook talking about the people that come up to the podium and address them about stuff. That's just that's like supreme disrespect to me. To
Right.
me,
Man,
To me
Mike,
too.
I remember when I went to y'all school board meeting, Mike. I was so impressed. Man, y'all had damn near 150 people, and all of them spoke more than 3 minutes. And y'all held y'all composure, let them finish up, and on to the next. Then even after y'all said y'all was running out of time, I mean, I ain't gonna even lie. AC Dumas, I still go. That's my baby. I'm gonna be honest though. AC Dumas looked like he spoke 6 minutes with no interruptions, and he finished. And then we come to city council, they looking at their watch, ready to tell you your time is up.
well, that should prove that, because if anybody I'm trying to cut off, it's gonna be Doomis. But like, if it's anybody who I'm not trying to let get that 3 minutes, it's gonna be him. But but
Man.
when he'll say, and it, because y'all know Doomis, man. Doomis that sent me emails. Dumas that came down there and said my name, then said
He
I don't
said your
support.
name that
He
day.
said your name that night. I was there. He
That's what
sure
I'm
did.
saying. So
And I
talk
hunched my
about,
shoulders like, why? Why right now? Like, why would you try to put him on blast right now? Like, what is we doing?
but at the end of the day, that's what you sign up for when you get up in it. You don't catch nobody to play football scared to get a broken leg when they go out there playing at 100 miles an hour. So it's
Mm-hmm.
certain things that you sign up for when you get into this game. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
about how you respond to it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If I done went all the way off on Doomis too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not
Yeah.
in my board capacity, but in my personal Facebook page capacity, it's like, wait a minute, cuz, like, don't come for me because
Right.
I won't go for you. Don't lie on me because I won't tell the truth about you. Because I know the truth,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't come and put out no narrative about me that I won't back up with facts and receipts. That's just not how I play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he found out. That's why he don't say my name too much no more. But it's just the way it is. Like, you don't get into this game and don't think people not gonna come for you. That's just they gonna come.
Man, they gonna man look.
That's political, man.
Come
It's a
for go come
motherfucker.
for you is the meaning of the game.
Yep.
They
The
coming, man.
problem of it is they don't come with truth.
But you can't fault people for because they've been getting the shit end of the stick for the past 40 years. So you can't fault them for seeing somebody like Mike Clack. This I'm on a podcast and I'm always out in the community, and you can catch me at the corner store, or you can catch me at Rubes, or you can catch me at Vibes, or you can catch me anywhere. And I'm willing to talk and answer questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the Roadhouse. I'm everywhere. So you can catch me, and I'm not the type of person that doesn't present myself to be unapproachable. You can come up and talk to me, even if I don't know who you are. I got cussed out the other day, and somebody didn't even. I'm not even on city council. You know what I'm saying? And they done cussed me out over some stuff, over some shit about these people on city council.
Mike,
I'm like, yo,
What the fuck, man?
Mike,
And you had to eat it, huh? You had to eat
Mike,
that.
have you
Like,
ever
I
have you
I
ever
ate
met
it.
somebody on the
mm,
campaign trail that
yeah.
just went in on you to the point to where you just thought maybe they knew your mom or dad or somebody that they
Yeah,
didn't know
all the time.
nobody. They just couldn't stand you because you was running for office.
The whole Neely camp like that. What the hell? You mean like all
Mm,
of them? Like,
No, I'm talking about this was just like for me, for example, it was this one man. I forgot what race I was running for. But this one man, he was just talking so bad. What part of money you trying to steal? He was just talking so bad. I'm sitting back like, do you know one of my, cause my cousins are like BB dad. Those are my cousins, but they are old enough to be my father and my uncle.
mhm.
So I respect them as uncles and, but they're my cousins. So I'm thinking like one of my older cousins has stole his wife or something. I'm like, and this dude didn't know me, didn't know nobody in my family. He just had a bad taste in his mouth about people running for office. And I
mm-hmm.
and I get that from a lot of people. A lot of people are asking me, like, what's in it for you? I don't know what's in it for me. What's in it for you? That's what I'm out for.
Right.
I
That's
don't know
man.
what's in it for me. So, but the past has just made it so hard. And so many good traditions. Like when your child turned 18 years old, take them up to the poll. While your child is a kid, take them to the poll with you on election day. Ain't no school. Take your kids to the poll when you vote.
Mm-hmm.
All of
Well,
that. The
you
Sunday
can
dinner.
you don't and not to disagree with what you're saying, Rich, but you can do like because I grew up going to the polls with my dad at 3, 4, 5 years old. Like I couldn't vote, of course, but I still
But
knew.
you,
We went into that
Yeah, I get what
building.
you saying.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you need to make
Mm-hmm.
them used to going in that building and stepping behind that you know what I'm saying, that little divider, and like make them ask them questions at a young age, at 5, 6 years old. What you doing? What are we doing here? Make them understand, like even like the part that I just explained to somebody at the corner store. Yeah, man, I'm gonna vote for you. I ain't vote for nobody else. And I said, yo, I appreciate the sentiment, but you're gonna make your whole ballot ineligible because you don't vote for anybody else but me. You can't
That's what
just
they
see
don't.
my
Yeah.
name on the ballot and just vote for me and think that that's how it goes. It doesn't go like that. So
so you
I don't
gotta
Mm-hmm.
like
vote
nobody
for
that's gonna
you
be.
gotta
I don't
vote for
like
more than one person.
you. You're right. I
You
don't like
gotta vote
nobody
the
that's
whole
running for
ballot.
mayor. And at the end of the day, you need to understand that even if you vote, even if you don't vote, there's still going to be a mayor. There's still
Yeah.
going to be a governor. There's still going to be a president. So you may as well put the. You ain't gonna agree with nobody 100%, but you got to do the pros and cons. Even if you got to write it down on a piece of paper,
You fact, and
pros,
I say this
the
everywhere I
pros and
go,
stuff
not
like.
just Flint. 'Cause
You're right, man. You're right, Clark.
I say this everywhere I go, not just Flint. To people that say they don't vote, they ain't in the vote. And I say, guess what? The decisions that these people that you're not voting for are making affect your life.
You're exactly right.
So you can
Me
if you
doing
keep not
doing these
voting if you want
recalls,
to,
people say the
they cause
same
they
thing.
gonna
You gotta
cause
tell
they
them
gonna
like
keep voting on what
these
they want to
people
vote
affect
on.
your life, man. They affecting all our lives. You know.
Yep.
Yep. And to what he was saying, like people like, yeah, I just with all the elections, yeah, I just want to vote for the state rep. but it's they got first ward or seventh ward on there in the eighth district. Like you said, your ballot gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Your
It's
ballot ain't
gonna
gonna
be
count.
disqualified. Yeah.
Yeah, your ballot ain't gonna count. So you gotta really get
That's
involved
why
and
it's
know
important that
what to
I
vote for
started to do my
and
who's
who
on
to
my
vote
ballot
for.
and
Yeah,
teach people
yeah,
how to.
that's important, man. You gonna have to drop one of them, man.
Yeah, that's why we
Yeah,
got to start doing the who's on our ballot, and
yeah.
that way because it's just important. Period. Because
In every hood, like you gotta do
you
that.
can
You
walk
gotta
in,
do that in every hood.
you walk into that ballot booth, and it's a proposal on there. That's your first time seeing it on election day. It's a
Mm-hmm.
race on there. You don't know nothing about neither candidate because this is your first time seeing it, and you in the booth and you got to make a decision. That's why I do who's on your ballot. That way you can open up your ballot, get you a sample ballot, and you can, as these people say, research. And that
Yeah,
gets on my nerves.
I hate that shit too,
That
man.
gets on my let me
Hey,
do
hey,
my research.
but
That kills me.
I will say this as a response to the research thing. Nothing that you really want in life is given to you. So when it come down time, and I know both you gentlemen both of y'all are intelligent and it's and woke when it comes to what's going on. You do the research because as you know, people will say whatever in the hell they want you to hear, but you gotta look up these motherfuckers' voting records. You gotta see. I can tell you, Rich Jones. I want the water balances to be zeroed out, but when I get up on there on that damn floor, and when it's
No,
time to vote, and I vote
man.
against that shit, you can say, yeah, well, he told me this, but when you research that nigga's vote, and when he voted for against that shit, you can say, I know what the hell he did. So a good part of the responsibility to do it, you got to do your research on people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying that because right now, right now, actively, if I had my MacBook in the car, I could show you every single vote that Cynthia Neely ever voted on, and she been a state rep. If I had my MacBook
Mm-hmm.
in the car, I'll pull it up for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull it up for you. You got to know exactly what they voting on. Like, why would our state
And
rep
that,
agree
mhm.
to vote on the Mackinac Bridge infrastructure and not vote for her own city's infrastructure? Why would
Man,
we not? And I don't want to say she didn't vote for it, but she didn't fight for her own city's infrastructure.
it's
Why is
still
that
messed
so?
up.
Why is that so?
Like you, like you said, the two most powerful people in Flint stay in the same home and ain't nothing getting did. They can brainstorm at the dinner table. They can
At the
brainstorm before
dinner
they go to
table,
bed.
they can in the
They
bed
can
watching
brainstorm in
in the
breakfast
bed
before they
watching Game of
kiss each other
Thrones.
off to work. You
Bro,
know,
they
they
could be
can.
in the
Ain't
see what I'm saying? They could be in the
yeah,
bed
ain't nothing
watching
getting
Game of
did.
Thrones, making power moves.
They can text each other during the day, like, sweetheart, I think this need to get done. Sweetheart, this need to get did. That ain't happening for Flint.
No, we got it. We the
No,
victim of
It's
a
been
county.
what 4 years? I mean, no, hell no. It's been
it's
what
been
6 years,
5 years.
5 years.
Now I'm gonna tell
It's
you
time
what
for
this is. I'm gonna tell you what I heard the mayor say out of his own mouth. They trying to be the Jay-Z and Beyonce of politics in the city of Flint. They trying to be that power. Now, how fucking excuse me, y'all.
it's
Excuse
fucking
me.
stupid.
How fucking stupid is that?
They are entertainers. That's fucking retarded.
Excuse me.
My language.
Excuse
That's
me.
stupid as
That
fuck.
came from they. Then that's somebody one of their followers gave them that bad campaign
That's
slogan.
slow as fuck, man. That's some
Man, all campaign
bullshit.
slogans ain't meant to be used, Mike, as you can
That's
see.
some bullshit.
That's not a good one. That's not a good one.
They're more concerned about photo ops and looking like you doing doing like you doing the work than actually going out there and doing the work. That's why you don't see nothing going on for 3.5 years. As soon as it's time uh uh election
Construction
season to
cones
come,
everywhere.
as soon as it's election season, then that's when you start seeing cones in the roads everywhere. That's when you start
Everywhere.
seeing houses getting demolished. All that type of crazy stuff. but the other 3.5 years they've been stealing every goddamn penny up under the sun. But we supposed to respect you because you send out a stupid ass text message to say Happy Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Man, we
paid
in
for.
trouble,
Hey,
Mike.
look. That's paid for by the committee to elect Sheldon Neely for Congress. Didn't he drop out of that race?
And he dropped out the race. That was a smart move too.
Ho. He dropped out or he didn't get enough signatures.
Either way it go, he ain't in the race no more.
Anywhere it go, that was the best thing for him.
No, I think the meaning like if he dropped out, that means he left on his own terms. But if he didn't get enough signatures, that means people didn't want him. So that just goes to show you
I'm quite
what
sure
he's
he
doing
could have. I'm
in
quite
his
sure he
own
could have
city of
got
80.
signatures if he would have. If he would have made an attempt, he would have got the signatures. But just because
Come
you get
on,
on the
Rich.
ballot don't mean nothing.
Come on, Rich. You the mayor. Your city could have won you that race. Let's just keep it a buck. You the
The
mayor.
race.
You represent 79,000 people, 76,000 people, the population here. Your city could have won you the Congress seat.
Man, that Bay City and Saginaw and Genesee County wasn't gonna vote for him.
Man, listen.
He
I said
was,
your
and he
city.
wasn't gonna get the city vote. And plus, he would have been recalled at the same time. His career would have been over with.
Man, ain't
Because you
nobody
can't
gonna
run
put
for
no
2 seats
recall
at
in no
once.
Sheldon. Man. Ain't nobody gonna put no recall in no Sheldon. Man. People
I think
scared.
that
Man.
would have happened.
Yeah. But it ain't
It's
happened. So
better
we,
safe than sorry. It's better for him to sit down and do it. And he needs to just straighten up and do the right things to check that CFO before he
no,
put
he
that
need.
bad budget up there tomorrow.
No, he need. It's time for Sheldon to call it quits. And
Which one of y'all Terrence said tap dance?
might be me. I don't know.
No, it ain't me. I can't wait till I see him again. I'm
But
gonna put
like
him
I
on the
said.
grill.
But like
I'm
I
gonna put
said.
him on the grill and turn him over. I'm gonna slow cook him.
I'm pretty sure, most people agree with this. It's time for a change, man.
Yeah.
This 2024, man, all this stuff that's happening, this the year of change.
It's
It's
time.
time for a
It's
change.
really time to
It's
wake up the
time.
people.
It's time.
You know what Eric Dying Rich was?
And it starts August 6th. It's time for a change. If you tired of
Eric.
they just doing commercials and ain't nothing getting did, you gotta vote
Oh,
different. You gotta vote different. Cause that's all they do is commercials. Don't
yep.
nobody want to see that shit. They want to see you out here putting in the work, man. Motherfuckers is hurting. Motherfuckers is hurting out here, man.
I'll give a shout out to everybody that heard Eric Mays cry for standing up and made an appearance down in City Hall on his behalf. For everybody that did that, because there's been a couple of stands on that. You know, that was Eric number one wish. Eric loved to hear, like right now, James.
Uh huh.
Eric would be so proud of you.
Oh yeah, and he tried to. Oh yeah, you gonna get in one of these seats? I said, man, I'll be suspended every meeting. I'll be suspended every meeting. Eric.
Eric would be so
I'm
proud of you
straight.
speaking out.
We gonna get. I'm gonna be the. I'm the nigga that get them out of office when they ain't doing what they supposed to do. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I'm straight.
Hey,
But
Cause
I'm
that's a
fellas,
just saying,
lie.
man, it's just like
let me ask
Eric
y'all
wanted
this.
the people to stand up.
Let me ask y'all this. I don't know. I can't see because I'm on here. How many people we got on? But Terrence, I kind of like want your opinion too. How would y'all feel if I was to put if I do get elected to put a local office in the city to have where people can come and make complaints? I don't like now. I'm just asking because I'm feeling like I would rather I'm more of a grassroots type of individual. You know me. You can catch me at Rivieras. You can catch me at Monier's. You can catch me at 12th Street store. You can catch me anywhere. You know what I mean. So I would want to be, even though I would be, my main office would be in Lansing, but I would still kind of want an office in the city. What y'all think about me having an office here?
As long as I'm running it, I'm good with it.
See,
I
I'm
think
usually
that's a great idea,
That's a
brother.
good idea. And then that's what's good about it, Mike, because when you come up with your great ideas, Mike, man, you got about 1,000 of them up north state reps that just ain't with it. And you're gonna need an office like that to gather up support. That way, we're gonna have to create buses that go down there when y'all be having y'all conferences and stuff, so the residents can speak along with you. Because you up there speaking by yourself, it's a lot. I'll just put it like this, Mike, and you know I'm telling the truth. It's a lot of people in Lansing like the way Flint looking right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They're not too mad about what's going on in Flint.
Shoot, the governor ain't. It look like she ain't. Everybody still. We ain't go. You know,
Hey,
So
but
Clark,
what's up?
you said you gonna have a headquarters here.
An office. I want to have an office here. I'm thinking about, that's one of the things that I would, try to put in a budget, even if I had to pay for it out of my own, out of my
So
own pocket.
so normally the state rep wouldn't be based out of Flint, right?
They would be, but they wouldn't have an office here. I don't recall either one of my parents having an office here. Anybody having an office in the city. Their office was in Lansing, but
So what would be the sole purpose of the office? Well, you know what I mean? Like what would you know what I mean? What we can go like we can get in touch. We can like keep in touch with you at the office, or
well,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
of
What
course,
just a direct
y'all,
line to you?
of course, y'all. I mean, I'm gonna have a direct line to me anyway. That the plan is because I've got both my cell phone numbers are on my Facebook page. I'm not hard to get in contact with. I might be
Well,
hard to get
well,
in contact
well,
with. But
well. I'm speaking like as the average Joe. Like I know you. I could call you anytime. But I'm
yeah,
saying like just like the average Joe that don't know Michael Clack could go like to the office and get like a direct in
or
contact with
you
you, right?
or you could at least get a complaint filed right there that would be directly seen or dealt with or have the attention of me or somebody in my office that would be able to handle your complaint.
All right, well, I'm all for it then. If they can just pull up in your joint and say I need to get in contact with Mr. Clack and it can happen, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great, man.
A
That'd
lot
be
of
like
good.
taking that because you know what you be saying. You gonna take the city with you. That'd be taking the city with you. If they can pull right up, just say on Cloud Road somewhere in your office, and they get you right on the phone or get the message that same day or the next business day. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
being right with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
but hey,
Yeah,
I got a quick.
that'd be
That
great.
would take
That'd be
my
great.
bad. Go on and finish up. Too. Hey, that
No,
would
I'm just
take
saying
you probably
that'd be
hiring.
great.
That would take you probably hiring people, right?
Of course.
Create
Okay.
jobs too. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
what's
you
up,
just
man.
said if you can, you gonna have to pay that out your salary, right?
You gotta get his budget. You gotta get a budget. You gotta get a budget
He
for
get
it.
a certain amount of money to do stuff with. That's
Oh, okay. See,
manageable.
okay, okay.
That's needed. That's needed
But
because
I'm saying like the man just said he'll pay it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not
he
mistaken,
will
if he
have
got
to.
it. Okay, but I'm just saying
That's a
that.
good suggestion though.
Rich, your
Okay,
camera
but
ain't
I'm just
on,
saying
Rich.
like that's
Rich, your camera
that's
off.
some one
I
that's
know
some
my
100
camera
shit.
off.
You got
That's
an
some
ugly
100
mug.
I'm
shit.
charging my phone up right now. I'm at the extension cord.
But I'm saying that's
Okay.
some 100. That's some 100 shit. You know what I'm saying? Try to bring some more transparency to your city, so I can get back to you while you handling business. You know what I'm saying? Like
And
that's.
at least to let people know. That's why I try to do as many podcasts as I can, because I don't plan to stop, because politics is, as most people don't find it appealing. It's boring to most people, but it depends on who's interpreting it. Like, if I could get it on podcast and I could tell y'all, hey, look, the state, this what we got going on with the budget, and y'all might not watch the budget hearings at the state level, but you might watch Mike Clack. and you might, you know what I'm saying, I might can tell you this is what's going on and this is where the city of Flint can benefit from, you know what I'm saying, if my vote was to go this way. This is where we at, you know what I'm saying? This is where the city is. I mean, this is where the state is in terms of, you know, education funding, or in terms of, you know, whatever the situation might be. But I just feel like people aren't engaged because they just don't know, because it's boring. They don't want to pay attention to it. But if they had somebody that was out there on you know, first hand with it every
that they
day,
can relate to,
oh, yeah,
that they can relate to. Hmm.
right, that they can relate to, that I can break it down into layman's terms, into language that they can understand. Because ain't
That's
nobody,
right.
you know, even me, it's hard for me to read the MCLs at the level that's written by the constitutional, you know, lawyers or whatnot. That stuff ain't meant for the regular person to be out here reading. That stuff is hard to read.
And
And
that
it's
ain't
hard.
Hmm.
fair. And it
Right.
ain't fair.
You're right.
Hmm.
Everything should be third grade and lower.
Right. Right.
But being realistic about it, just because Flint has a reading level at that level doesn't mean that the rest of the state does either. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be realistic when it comes to, you know, like I agree that it needs to be put into a language that everybody can understand, but people in Troy got a representative too, and them people vote. So, and they not reading at a third grade level. People in Lansing got a representative too, and they gotta sign on to the language, and they not reading at the same level as we are. So, and that's the give and take when it comes
That's
to writing
true.
these bills up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's raining.
It's always raining, man. It's always raining. But
I'm in the
yeah, we
hood, man.
gotta.
The sun don't come out August 6th though. We good.
Hey,
It's gonna be hot
hey,
that day.
hey, Clark. Hey, Clark, I know you run a clean campaign, but speaking of reading, ha ha, I'm done.
Man,
Like, how
man.
you feel though, man? How you feel about this, man? How you feel?
I honestly, I feel pretty good to be in the state that I'm at right now, seeing as I'm still waiting on the IRS to get back with these papers so I can open up a bank account. I
Okay.
still can't collect no money. So Terrence, that's what the issue is, bro. I'm end up paying you out of my pocket, bro. But I can't. I'm waiting on the IRS, and they don't. If y'all know the IRS, they don't email. Everything got to be mailed out to you, sent out to you in the mail, and it takes time for that stuff
And
to
that
come.
takes time.
It takes time for it.
Damn.
So you know what I'm saying. So you know it is what it is. So what's up,
And
bro?
Mike,
All right.
you gotta realize you going up against the establishments too. So
Well, at
that's
the end of
part
the
of your
day,
waiting period too.
it is what it is, man. I can't let one monkey stop my show, and I mean that hypothetic. I mean, I don't mean as I'm talking about a specific person. I'm just meaning that
Yep.
the statement is what it is, because you got to be specific about that type of stuff nowadays. But
Woo, boy, people run with it.
you know, I'm still, you know,
Right.
yeah, I'm still me. So I still got my ways of campaigning. I'm gonna get out here once the weather break. You know, I'm gonna get out here in the community, going door to door. I do it now when I ain't even got no literature to pass out. I just do it door to door, just to meet people. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, and like I'm in the hood right now. You know what I mean? Like I got all these little gangsters finna vote. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
just it is what it is. Like if I'm gonna influence people, I'm gonna influence them, and I'm gonna do it for their benefit. You know, like they out here hustling and buying up houses. They got to understand that what they up against when they start buying these properties. You know what I'm saying? Like you up
But
against more than what they telling you when you
I'm
sign your
telling
on
you.
the line.
I'm
So
Man,
telling
you
you.
you talking about somebody that got tricked into a shell, so I know exactly what you talking about.
yeah, so
Hey,
so
But,
I want to
oh,
say,
go ahead.
hey, y'all, let me say this right quick. I'm glad y'all brought that up, right? So,
you
uh,
need me to move, bro?
No, you good.
I've been peeping
You
shit
finna
out,
go?
right? Well, y'all probably already know it. You know, I'm slow in the brain, right? So,
Okay.
Ashley Capital is not Ashley Capital, Land Bank. Sorry, apologize. Land Bank is snatching these houses, all right? They holding them hostage and holding for years till them motherfuckers start crumbling and shit. Then they go tearing them down. You know what I mean? They go tearing the houses down. Now they building all. Now they had the developers come through, knock these houses down. Now they putting all these um apartments up, right? And they what it ain't really gonna really affect us, but it's gonna affect our grandkids, man. They ain't gonna own shit. This gonna be a renter's town, man. They robbed them from ownership. And
Well,
Terrence,
that's
see,
their
you
Mhm.
gotta.
plan, man.
Well, see, you
Our
gotta
Terrence,
look at it.
grandkids ain't gonna own shit.
You gotta
You
look
Terrence,
at
know
it
what I'm
deeper
saying?
than
just
that,
say
T.
this.
You gotta
It
look
ain't
at it
gonna they
deeper
ain't
than
gonna
that
own
too.
shit.
They
They ain't
don't
gonna
want.
own shit.
They're not teaching them how to sign their name so they can own shit.
There you go, Clark. They can't even tell time. Yeah.
You know.
You're right. They ain't even giving them the cursive writing. You're right.
Nah. So you got to understand that it's a fight to build a new school, but they build a new kitty jail out there with 600 beds with no problems.
Yeah,
You
on
got to
Pasadena,
understand.
they putting all that money, the
You got to
pipeline.
understand. Now you see what I'm talking about. It's a
Yeah,
So,
fight to build a new school. It's a fight
yeah,
for Flint Community Schools to build a new school, but they can build a new kitty jail for our kids out there, no
Mike,
problem.
let
None of
me
that.
ask you a
yeah, yeah.
question.
What's up?
Who all stopped teaching cursive writing? Is that period, or is that just certain school districts?
Um, that's a good question, Rich. I don't want to give you the wrong answer, but in my best guess, this is my guess, as Michael Clack. My guess is that it's a conjoined effort nationally that you don't have to have in your curriculum, to the teaching cursive writing. So I'm just gonna say, in the public school system. So I don't know if that's a policy, but I just know that it's not just Flint; it's public schools around the nation. So you can take that for what for what you will.
Okay, I got one more question to ask you on that one because I'm kind of outdated. How old should a child be when they start to learn how to write in cursive?
Uh, third grade, second, third grade, maybe.
Okay.
But then you got to look at the third grade too. That's a pivotal grade, a pivotal year, because that's the year that they gather all the test information to see how many prisons that they're gonna build. So the third grade is a pivotal year because a lot of monuments are supposed to be met at that year. So that's when they determine how many prisons that are going to be built. And you see that, as again, I'll point out the fact that the public school system in the city of Flint, there's an issue with trying to build a new school, but there was no issues. That new kitty jail was built with flying colors, and it's up, and they filling
Facts.
it up.
Facts.
They filling
You
it up.
talking to somebody, go down there and talk to the young man in that in juvenile detention center on Pasadena. You
Hmm.
facts.
Hey,
For
Clark,
free.
I'm glad you're on here, Clark. So, this is what I come back on to say. I got this young guy, man. I can't say his name. I don't know if he went to Southwestern or he go to Southwestern. He said he want to come on and tell me the real, right? But before I would release it, I would send it to you is for you a rebuttal because I don't want to put that out there that's bold that ain't right. But he want me to interview him, young cat. He don't even want to show his face. He want to put one of the who shiesty masters on. He said he want to tell me what's really going on in Southwest. But I
Bro,
would, what I mean, I
bro,
would,
I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. Bring him on
right,
and tell him to tell the truth.
right. That's what I'm gonna do. I gotta tell him. I want him to tell the truth. I don't want him to exaggerate or make the, make the, what I'm saying, what's going on out there look bad and nothing. But that's what I had.
Hold
That's
on.
another thing I had to talk to you about. But
What's
I'm
going
gonna let
on
you
in the
know.
school?
I'm gonna let you know though.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
bring
crazy.
him on because I've heard all type of different stuff, and
Right.
I mean, all type of stuff. I've heard all type of stuff, and all I can do is put the policies in place or have some type of vote or influence when it is, brought to my attention. And I try to be at the schools as much as possible, but see, I'm working now. I'm working, so I can't be there as much as I would have been there. But I'm a normal face. But if things happen, I'm sure things happen. We was all high school kids at one point in time. We was sneaking stuff in the schools that we knew we weren't supposed to have, and that's just being real. So my job is to make the school a safe place for everybody to come and learn. And if something happens to where it endangers their lives, and to act upon it. And that's I can't say anything other than that. We put the metal detectors in. We got the special metal detectors on their way. But if they finding a way to get their cell phones and guns or whatever they're bringing in, and all the stuff that I done heard, then we need to address it.
The parents need to be more involved, Mike. And
man. But
then
just
y'all got a lot of problems that we didn't have. Remember, I come up from the area where everybody had to share a house phone. This area, man, you got all these. You got 4 or 5 phones in one household.
yeah, but this is an era too where parents don't necessarily always answer the phone when the school calls.
All of that.
You know, a lot
Text
of
messages.
times
They want a text message and all this other junk.
and I just say from my experience, a lot of times parents, will save the school number and won't answer when the school calls. And I'm not making any excuses. I'm just stating the facts because I'm one of them teachers that get real engaged, with my students and my parents. They know me. They can call me anytime, and I answer the phone when it comes to their kids because I know how I am about my kids. And there's some people that follow me and 810 didn't have kids in my class that will validate that. Um, but it's an effort that everybody got to take responsibility. You know, the parents, the teachers, everybody got to take responsibility. And we got too many instances where these teachers are just coming to school to collect a check.
Facts.
You got good and bad in everyone. Yeah, that's a and see that would make it hard. You can't stand up for the teachers that doing a good job because you got teachers that ain't doing a good job.
But in the same fact, you got kids mixed in that got parents that's doing a good job, along
And
with kids that's got parents that's
that's
getting high in front of their
terrible.
kids.
Dude.
So the example that's mixed in, and I'm not saying anything is right or anything is wrong. I'm not judging anybody's parenting skills, but just a structured parenthood, structured childhood. You're not doing drugs in front of your kids, but I would be a lie if I told y'all that over these 20 years of me working in the schools that I haven't seen that I haven't had to call CPS on parents to do stuff like that. I'll be a lie if I told you that I ain't had to do it.
Mm.
Like I
Can,
didn't
I want
I
to
done
ask
talked to
Quack a
parents.
question.
I had this one parent that was talking about their child got arrested and stuff. And I just had to lay it on them. It's your fault. You gotta check yourself. Don't get mad at the system. Your child is in the system for a reason. Start raising your children not to be in the system. I done
My
had
bad. I'm still
people
I'm still
talking
on here,
about
man.
how
I
their
just
child getting treated in the sheriff's department.
But
What
you
he
can't
doing
blame.
being arrested?
Yeah, you can't blame that on the school board. You can't blame that on the
Yeah.
school. Kids bad as hell. You
Yeah,
know what
y'all
I'm
gotta
saying?
do a better
All these
job.
all these kids want to be hot boys. And, you know what I'm saying? They want to, do what they see, man. I mean,
JC.
it's only so much.
most of the
Them
most of the
teachers,
most of the negative uh t- um most of the negative talk that I get about me and my place on the school board doesn't even have any I don't that's not it doesn't even have I don't have any influence on it's not even a school board issue. It's not a Mike Clack issue. Most of it is an administration issue. You know what I mean? Like now if there's a vote on a policy or something, that's a school board issue. But a lot of the negative talk that I hear doesn't even have anything to do with the school board. You know what I mean? Like the school board has nothing to do with it.
it
And
has
that's
something to do
sad
with
too,
the
Mike.
administration.
Yeah.
That's sad too because the administration needs to be held accountable for the decisions that they make and the money that they make. They shouldn't get the bosses.
They making
Y'all
all
shouldn't
that
be under
money.
no tires.
They making all that money.
Y'all shouldn't be under no
Do
tires.
your job. Do your job. Bring these schools back to where they supposed to be. You making a lot of money. Do your job. Or if you need to take a pay cut, do that. Show people that you really care. Shit.
Yeah,
Tired of these motherfuckers, man.
That's where
that's a
I'm at with
fact.
things.
Yeah, man. Just doing it for a check,
We
man.
have
Don't care what's happening.
Y'all do know that the city, the school board budget, school budget, is we have a bigger budget in the city.
Yep.
And I will point this out there as well. This is something that I said I'm going to use something I'll run on. But if the 1 year,
Mike went out.
Yeah, he was. I couldn't really. You probably gonna
Yeah,
have to
he was
bring him back
started.
in.
He was started because he was started turning to Charlie Brown.
Yeah, he probably when he put his phone down, his reception probably was messing
We
up.
be having them dead zone. Mike House is a dead zone too if he at home.
Yeah,
He might have made it home.
but I was gonna ask him, man. That's why I wanted to ask him, man. Like you going up against a Neely, but
damn,
you
my
ain't
bad.
going up against. Oh, there you go.
My bad.
What
I
you
don't know what
finish
just happened.
asking, man? Finish asking.
No, I was saying that if you look at my 1 year of leadership as president, if you look at the audit, not $1 was misplaced. Not $1 was misplaced. We didn't pay nobody that wasn't supposed to get paid. Wasn't nothing stolen. Wasn't nothing. Not $1. You could go back and look at it. It's on the website.
You
So
deserve a
and
raise.
I'm proud of that.
I'm proud of you too, and you deserve a raise.
Oh man, I ain't tripping on that.
Man, I am.
Do you know what would happen if I was to?
If somebody making $200,000 a year and don't got to worry about no tire getting rolled over on them, forget that. Y'all should be getting paid for getting that tire rolled over on you. Because everything that goes down on that school board, they got something smart to say about y'all.
Well, yeah.
Period. They ain't never hollering about the administration. They holler the school board.
Well, and that's partly the fault of the administration too, because I don't know if it'll come out, but that was one of the things that I said in the closed session that I got upset because the administration was always saying the board won't allow them to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, wait a minute, now that's not how it works. Don't do that. You come to us with your suggestion, and then you have it backed up by a legal opinion by the lawyer that's sitting over here, and then we vote on what you suggest. Don't sit up in here and say that the board won't allow you to do X, Y, and Z when you're the face of the district. We just vote on the policy. Don't come in and say what the board won't allow you to do when it's your suggestion that we ban these book bags. It's your suggestion that we ban these cell phones. It's your suggestion that we ban these hoodies. And then you have a legal opinion to go to back that up, and then we vote on it off of that. So you can't say what the board don't allow you to do. Man up. Like you said, you get $170,000 a year. You make the big bucks. We don't. Don't do that.
Y'all getting the tire. Mike, I see tire prints on your chest right now.
But a lot of
Taking the
times
fall for them.
But it is what it is, though, and I had to see that as I didn't see a lot of the stuff that I was getting blamed for while I was the president. As I was being the president, I didn't know I was getting thrown under the bus a lot, and then they was even changing the rules behind my back, for the president. That some of that stuff that they did with the city council, they did with the school board too. Because I fight differently. I fight with lawyers and I fight in emails. I don't necessarily bring my fight out into the public, into the open like that. And I know how to fight and make it look like we still cool out here. Unless I get called out here, then I gotta respond out here.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Well, fellas, we've been going at it for a minute.
Yeah, salute Jonathan Jarrett, man. He held it down, man. He held it down. He held it
And
I
let
down.
me
appreciate him.
say
Salute
this right
Jonathan
quick
Jarrett.
to our audience out there that's listening. We're so proud for Jonathan. And whenever there's a recall that's successful, please don't get to talk about who did what when it came to a petition drive.
Hey,
because
can I say? Let me say something real quick, man.
nobody got signature for that drive that ran for that race. Nobody.
Yeah, let me say this, man. Let's not make it hard on Mr. Jared. Let's try to, you know what I'm saying? Let them run a peaceful meeting where they ain't telling him, well, you see this and we need to change the rules because of this. Let's not make it hard on that brother. Cause you already know whenever the time comes, they gonna try to put a recall in on that brother. We all
But
know this, okay?
this is the
So let's
thing.
not make it hard on him,
That's
man.
gonna be a fight.
This is the thing I see with him, man. You don't necessarily have to be loud and obnoxious to get things done. That man,
Facts.
he took over that meeting. There's nothing against Councilman Mays because I've been knowing him since I was a
Facts.
kid, and I know
Yeah,
a
I
lot
know
of
you
people
wasn't.
around him. But if you know your facts and you know how to run it and control and maintain yourself in a meeting, in an open meeting, you can whoop
Mm-hmm.
their ass all day long. And that showed
Facts.
us. He showed us that you can have decorum, you can be a nice guy and be mannerable, and you can have manner. You know, you can be, and you can still whoop their ass when it matters.
Facts.
Well,
And I was talking
what
about the
I see with
audience, man. The audience.
the difference I see in those two individuals, Mike. Eric Mays was raised in a shop where they ain't do nothing but argue fuss.
Facts. Eric May was a committee member. That's all they did.
And
So
Jared
was
come,
Jerry.
huh?
Oh, really?
So was Jerry. Yeah, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken, his dad, his both. If
But
I'm
I'm talking about for him, he been into he been into different kind of situations. He come from a different cloth. Eric is just him and Miss Claire. They just cut from that raw stuff.
and again, I wasn't saying there was anything wrong with that.
No,
I'm just
there's
saying
nothing
it's
wrong
different.
with it.
Yeah, you ain't saying nothing wrong with it. You just saying
Yeah,
like he different, man. Like he
I
can chew
also
their ass up in a certain way. You know
But
what I'm saying?
but
absolutely think
guess
it
who
on my behalf
also
because
could do
people
that?
think that I'm too nice to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right,
not saying it's I've heard that I'm too nice, that I'm non-confrontational, but that's not the case. Let me pick my phone up when I'm saying what I'm saying right now.
right.
Let me pick,
Look at
and I'm
it,
just
man.
gonna say
Talk
this, and
your
I'm gonna
shit.
be as real as I can with y'all, looking y'all dead in y'all face. It's hard
Hmm.
for me to not confront people and tell them that they on straight bullshit when I see them because I have to maintain a certain. No, I'm dead
Yeah,
ass, Rich. I have
yeah,
to
you
Facts.
right.
maintain
That's facts,
a
Mike.
certain
That's
level of
facts.
decorum because I'm from Flint, and I got parents that grew up in the South, and I'm used to when you get wrong, you get checked where you wrong at, and however you come at me, that's how I'm coming back at you. That's how I'm raised. That's how the streets raised me. That's how Flint raised me. But being a politician and really wanting to get certain things done and not wanting to fall, victim to certain things, like you realize how to move. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just move how you want to move and how you was raised on. You gotta polish yourself and you kind of adapt to what's really going on. And that's why
Hmm.
I choose. You see me thinking a long time. I don't speak a whole lot. It's not because I'm dumb. It's not because I'm soft. It's because I'm trying
Right,
to pick and choose how I
Cause
want to come back
you
and
got
cause
what I
you,
want
you
to say.
smart.
yeah.
Because
I know.
And
the
trust me,
street
Mike,
part
I
of
know
me
what you're
would
going
say,
through.
man, you got me fucked up. But you
Right.
can't
That's
say
what
that.
you want to get on that real shit, but you can't,
Right.
cause you gotta.
But you can't
You
say
know
that
what
when
I'm
you up
saying?
there on the school board floor and somebody feel like that, like they trying to play you for the food. You can't say that like that.
Yeah. Right. You right. You right, brother.
So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't fight. My fight is different. I fight with fact. I don't necessarily have to be the loudest, most boisterous, rah-rah person because when I come, I'm coming. And I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not the
Hmm.
person that's just gonna be out there. That's just not how I roll. That's not how my dad
And
was. That's
let me say
you
something
know.
about Eric. Eric can sit down and get and handle himself that way also. But Eric was more of a what's going on in the blue side. And what I mean by that, when he was with those rough council people, Eric believed in if they go low, I go lower. But
Right.
when he could get into that room with like people like Jim and that, Eric can be the most calmest, intellect than anybody in the room. It's like it all depends. But it's certain people that just sets that was just a red button for Eric. It's certain people that will just walk in the room and Eric would just automatically hit 10.
Clack, you know you up against a Neely, but you know you up against a Neely that ain't on the ballot, right?
Of course.
You know you up against Neely, but he ain't on the ballot. So let's get it, man. August 6th, man. August 6th, man.
I don't want to sound like I'm not worried, man, but I'm ready for this this forum or debate that's coming up on June 11th. I want everybody to come out. I want everybody to come out, and it's not just about me. It's about seeing who is out there for the the 7th Ward City Council seat. I'll be up, and I believe
the 8th district too, right? Yeah, Dr. Pugh and whoever running.
Dr. Pugh.
Yeah.
Yep, Dr. Pugh gonna be up.
Let me ask you a question on that one.
Huh?
Is that really going to be a debate, or are you going to have 15 minutes to talk? Then they're going to have. I mean, how are they? Are they going to split the 15 minutes up to interview both of y'all, or what?
Man, it don't matter.
You ready?
I couldn't even tell you how they gonna do it. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm
ready.
ready. Like like this. I'm anxious. I'm hype. I ain't never been this hype. Normally I'm nervous. You know what I mean? But at this point, it doesn't
you
seem
ready?
like I'm ready. Like I can't.
It's game time. It's game time.
That's what it
is.
It's
game time. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Game time. Let's get it.
So
August
it's going to
6th.
be over at
August
what's the name
6th,
of that
man.
school? Nethercutt, right? What school
No,
they going to be at?
Scott.
It's at the same place where the school board meetings is at. This home for me.
Ain't that Scott here?
Yep.
Well,
yo, they over here shooting like bugs, man.
Where you at?
I'm over here in the 6th Ward right now.
Hey T, this is my first show, man. You gotta take us out, man. Talk your shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hear that real shit at the end, man. Come on, take us out, baby. Salute, man. It was an honor, y'all. It was an honor, man.
I bet I get him come in.
Real shit.
The most copycatted man in America.
It was an honor, y'all, man. Thank y'all, man.
Man,
you know you always good.
Real shit, man.
Yo. Hey, y'all vote Michael Clark, stay rep. Y'all vote Michael Clark, stay rep. We speak for the streets.
Yes, sir.
The hood gotta say the hood. Thank you for coming on, JC. Thank you for coming on, Mike Clark. Rich Jones, go play in traffic. Hey, we gotta bring the city together, man. Hey, we gotta bring the city together, man. Hey, we gotta bring the city together. Hey, Clark, call me tomorrow, man.
After I get done turning the chairs over.
Real nigga shit, man. I love this show, man. 100. Good looking, bro.
All right, man. Hey, shit. Say something, Rich. Take us out, baby.
Take us out, baby.
Y'all get ready. We finna start coming back live with our It Ain't Just You. And we finna start hitting y'all with the who's on the ballot. So it's time to get more people interested, and it's time to cut down the violence. And also, we getting ready to come out with our No More Kids concert.
I know
it's
here.
100, man.
Last year.
Can you feel?
Last year doing it outside.
Well, you gon' feel it, yeah.
Only because
got the bedrock diva on this track, yeah. It's city demons in my city.
Good looking, brother.
Got the crowds in the buckets and the haters working every day. It's systematic shit. We gon' make it anyway. Whatever it's doing to me, all I wanna do is breathe.
August 6th, the change gon' come. Believe that. Believe that. Y'all gotta get out and vote, man. Y'all gotta get out and vote, man. Salute, y'all. We gotta take it back.
And all you twin clouds, stop being proud. And that's start pushing our brothers over the top.
Yup.
Stop pulling
Facts.
people down.
Paralyzed by
If you
Facts.
ain't with them,
dreams. We
just don't say nothing
self-medicated
bad about them.
Facts.
by the waters
If you ain't gonna push them up,
solutions.
leave them
The
alone.
kids have no vision.
Facts.
It's all right not to be
They taking
involved,
all the
but it's
food
not all
Facts.
right
away.
not to be
But they
involved
steady
and
making
pull it down.
feelings.
If
But
you're
we
not
gon'
gonna
make it
support,
all
don't
the
support. But
way.
don't
Because we
don't
kicking
get
in the building.
I say talk all
Facts.
the shit about me you want. I'm gonna make you
We
prefer.
gotta take it back. We
You gonna make them eat on every one of them.
take it back.
That's what I say. Talk all the shit about me you
We
want.
gotta take it back. We
have
gotta
to
take the city back. When you're
Every
under
one of
pressure,
them, man.
Oh, you
these
got
things can
appetite.
take your mind like no other.
It's about to.
Hey, you gotta have control, even when it's hard. You're on your own.
He's for the streets. My baby, good looking, y'all. I'm out this
It's your
bitch.
boy, Terrence Shells, a.k.a. Mr. Speak for the Streets, a.k.a. Big T, and you locked in to the number
2026
one
in the
podcast
mix,
in
y'all.
Flint, Michigan.
I'm
Flint
coming.
After Dark. We speak
All
for the
of
streets.
product of your environment.
All this shit.
And the city of
Y'all get out there and be the change Flint need, man. Y'all get out there and be the change Flint need, man.
Yes, indeed
All
it
this
is.
shit.
Got the crabs in the buckets and
Get
the
up off
haters
y'all
working every
motherfucking
day.
asses
It's systematic shit.
and
We
be the
gon' make
change,
it
man. Quit talking
anyway.
about it. Be about it.
Take it back.
Hey T, I'm finna go throw the last of my food in the microwave. I'll be through as soon as I put that last spoon up, baby.
I'm from Flint, F-L-I-N-T. Fight like it's no tomorrow, motherfucker.
Talk that shit.